PRX 打 LOUD 第一张地图义境空岛，两边都拿出了双烟双先锋体系。
Wandering and waiting into mid, trying to go for the double setup, just swinging into it now with the fault line to set this one up. They want to try and take the brawl, and it's a delayed fight, honestly. At 1 minute, who can really call it? This is it, the damage now, finally, bullets peppering through, and blind as a bat does not matter for Kawazine. There needs to be the response, and it's there. PRX coming out swinging. Heads have been found here, straight to the cranium. The shots, that's a little bit messy. Still, the job getting done. QCK, last one standing. Players are weak, walking right into him, but he instant trade. As the Sheriff, plenty of shots, rattled away. Narrowly missing the heads here. Snakebite dropped down, vulnerable. Kawazine's holding some util out into his hand. Doesn't know which direction. Flash through, there it is, the follow-up and double face. Cleaned up though here by Devi, should be at least. Nice reactions, yeah. Beautiful business. At this point though, no real chances for Loud. It looks like to really win this round, but a good chance to highlight really how important winning that pistol round. And this Kawazine taking a peek and a wonder. Will get at least punished for it. Head taken clean off, less. 3 peeks. Plays looking away, but a nice double face of PRX, making sure that they clean up those mistakes. And now the smoke's dropped down. More exploration into mid. Only a stinger, so Forsaken can't quite take a peek, but will they clear this corner? The peek angle, Sadak might just be able to react in time. He's not going to push it. It's just holding for it. 2 years. Anticipating some sort of reaction there. Something now. He's in a forward close position. Sadak lucky to be alive there with a util out into his hands, but finally with the paranoia sent flying. Follow through with Devi. Watching all the appropriate angles and avenues of the plant down 2 versus 2.
Cover going out.
PRX are going to be able to pull a lot of time off the clock here, even if Loud are successful.
In the smoke, flash around the corner, but it's an empty site. Fully evacuated. Wall up. This is cheeky. Devi now has to get a move on, pushing forwards. QCK half on the board, finds the first kill. 1 versus 1. Can he win it? It's a gamble! Has
he got it?
Time just about! And that's from that half he got prior.
Everybody's coming towards A main.
Rapid here with a nightfall as well. Sound cue's cut away. It's going to be breaking the glass and already in their faces. More. They know that they've got a couple of trails, so that's why the nade's rebounding under, below, sees, connects, but there it is. Nade just wrapping around and collecting onto 2 years. Too much to deal with. Rocket in your face. But yet, eager to really prove his worth. High and mighty now. 1 player left standing. You don't need me to say it, you can hear the crowd chanting. QCK.
I don't think he's got any intention of allowing the ace to playing in like tree or grass. You are going to focus on A main. You expect the fact that PRX have 2 going through as an A split, even though they're not throwing utility for those people splitting it, absolutely ruins this defense. The small adjustments that they make are lovely. But I feel like we've seen this team evolve over the course of this tournament.
They have, yeah.
I'm completely...
Strange economical purchases. Still, Prowler here setting it up. Disrespect by something. Look at this guy. He's up onto the angle. Doesn't care that he stand up. Hits it with a second shot. Finally, the second bullet. Dashing in with the satchel. And he's upset the aim entirely. Kawazine didn't know which way to look, didn't know which way to aim. Opens up the sight now for the plant. His post-plant positions of PRX pretty sublime. Devi falling. Only chances here.
QCK is going to be ulting back in potentially with only an op to work with.
Dropping wall down in his face, Molly. Oh goodness me. How does that one catch? Everybody's giving this up, it looks like. What is that? Hello. 2 years. Chasing him over extension. No, I don't think there's any chances. Listen, surely time is running out, but handing these kills just over to him.
And considering the PRX's economy was not amazing to come into this round, so close to the end of the half.
Yeah. Maybe a 200 IQ player. Didn't see how close they were to the ultimates, but maybe they're like, okay, let's just feed our life away. 2 years has already got it. Let's try and build up ours.
What a way of entering. Right, Monyet. Reinforcements quickly there. PRX are apt to flood defend. Kawazine Lesser still really far away.
Pause in the play, a bit of a break in the timing, at least taken. Monyet still with that nade now. Does he choose to use it? Fragment. First wave of it being used out. Here it sends it. Paranoia go flying along with the Dizzy. Swarming into the side. Yeah, 3 plays into hell. Anything to clear this one. Might have to just jump in. It's a beautiful smoke. 2Years is using it to just divide up this side as well, and it's making it more than difficult, damn difficult. Have on a defuse, might make a difference. PRX, mindfreak, going forward, right clicks, away! An absolute bundle differential, something running, a mockery. Straight through main.
They can pivot this quickly into a B split though.
Contacting, punish for that. Could try and pivot, but not now.
They couldn't get away. They simply couldn't get away from something with this judge.
Chasing them down. And into mid as well. Pistols out now. Wants to take the long range fight. You know the players are tucked into the corner. There it is, cleared out. Last one to stand here. So until just in the beginning of that round. So I don't know how much they've got now for this retake attempt. The weaponry's not too ideal either, but Dizzy does the work. 3 revealed and suppressed out there. Forsaken is just in their faces now. Still trying to double up into hell.
Against the judges.
Just pushing them back as well, and it's just random spam and spraying through. PRX, man! Running them through. And still now the sticking on. Broken. Destroyed in the process. Man's there, ready to try and pick up the pieces of this fight, but can't reset the aim in time.
Rest of his team. And so here we see, but actually we're seeing a fight on the exact opposite side of the map. He's so aggressive with the op.
Just takes it to him. Deep orb. Placed by Les. Trying to use this to try and get themselves into position. That spam, the spray, a few stray bullets, TP forwards into the mix of things. But listen, Meunier inside the smoke, Loud! Paving the way forwards here. It's brute force, it seems to be the name of the game, but only one player will stand. Sanak, the IGL, does not stand a chance there. Odin spam and spray through. Jumping spot, you do not survive that apparently. It's a nice attempt and a nice clear runs, but still, as they're trying to swarm the positions, they're getting absolutely pounded with artillery. Lesto. 1 HP, man, 1 HP. And maybe more than a dream. He's managed to bring this to a 2v2. Doesn't have the spike though, that was dropped down a little bit earlier.
Look how bold Forsaken is. He just jumped up on the same spot with a classic in hand. 2E's? He's seen it!
Just altered up there and he just sees him crouched.
That's unreal!
Knee or an elbow, I'm not too sure, but it just pokes out here. But yet, it's on the other side of the map. It is. He's got a lot to clear here, but maybe gifted yet. Bit of that information. Pulls out the rifle, expecting the re-swing. Both the players are towards the back of the site now. A smoke. Drop down, classic out. Thinks twice against it, thinks second against it. Boombot forwards, that's gonna have to be broken. Nade, rebounds, out wide, and now he's just firing. Here's the rocket, talked about it earlier. Pre-fires in the corner, but he guesses incorrectly. And now he's left wondering, which way is 2Years? How did he reposition? Time, ticking, shortly getting away from him. He thinks he's behind the boxes. A miscom perhaps away from it. 2Years!
Found opportunities to have his will imposed upon the game. And he snuck up to try to take fights. Grabs one, and he gets out.
Forsaken scot-free, man.
He's the player that's been the difference maker this tournament, and he wants more.
Oh, punished with the jump spot.
So punished for that.
2 players waiting for him to just make that kind of mistake with the paranoia flash over the top. There was a bit of a team blind, but on site control for them, and now fighting towards market. Something dropped dead. Difficult spot the PRX are being put into here is that the fact that Loud are just getting into these sites, obviously it's against the half by PRX, but they're not having to use ultimates doing it. They can save them now for when PRX have a bit of a buy round, the money's back into an orderly and sensible fashion.
PRX here. Again, the silver lining would be to apply enough pressure that the ults do get invested. It just doesn't seem likely though.
No, it doesn't.
And PRX's game plan has broadly been, hello, we'll see. No, there's no danger here. PRX's game plan has broadly been to try to stack one of the sites and just kind of hope that Loud are going there.
One enemy remaining.
And the problem with that is, and just rely on your double initiator comp. At least something's enjoying himself out there. Isn't that? 3 hits coming through.
Here it is, rolling thunder. That will be a large
Divide dodged it.
I did dodge it, but there's a one-way smoke into his face. At least they deal with that, run it back. Divide. Does he seek to try and disrespect this timing? Out and through, yes. The PRX players still holding their ground and basically rooted in place. And Les is now going to offload the pit to try and get them through. This is a call.
This is an amazing ult if you're planning to rotate and maybe split or go over to B. It's not that great for going into site, but it keeps a lot of players on site.
Using a Nightfall. 2 tags. Here and out, Prowler sent straight through tree, wondering if that split's coming through, but now with 40 seconds, Loud are happy to wait this one out, but which direction are they going to take it towards? A seems like a likely contender.
They've smoked for a B split though, so Forsaken's worried.
30 seconds left.
He's had to watch and peel himself away. Top of mid, eyes onto it, Meunier. Paranoia settling in, Divide. inside the smoke, wants to rule that position and take names away from them.
What?
Picked up. He's right behind them!
What?
What is that kind of play? Still, heads are falling and so are the bodies, toppling down. Time working against them now, over the top and running around. Oh my god.
Earlier on in this game, PRX were throwing huge utility into A main and then rotating away, expecting Loud to pivot. Do not want to hit a heavy site. And because Sadak's been going for re-clears and re-hits so often, PRX had stacked so heavily on that area. Now, if that has got to be Alex's
3 ultimate, something. Wall up in his face, contact plays, and he's out of there. Backing away, covering fire from Forsaken. Making sure the evacuation goes off without a hitch. Walking straight into the line of sight. It's something who's sniping them away, and precision across the board for PRX. Wiping out the opposition.
awesome round. This has really turned the tables. It's only Cowanzine left alive. They know where he is. Trapped in a corner. He's going to have to duel 4 players to be able to get out of here.
Util in the stun.
He's just stuck.
No chance, so...
With all of this noise, something's getting on a more aggressive line, so if they try to go back into a B-split, it's going to be difficult.
Clear, just can't quite land the bullets. No way, this is overzealous, potentially. Perhaps, maybe over-aggressive, but they're not expecting it still. They've sucked up that space right back away from them. Sadak, the sole survivor of that position into tree, lays down the nade, but there's no follow-up. Flash now to re-peek. It's a nice one, at least to try and cook up on the fly, but PRX are on line.
Loud dragged 2 of the maps against Sentinels into overtime. Are they able to do the same here? The economy is not good. Their game plans through mid have been countered.
And that's counter spam again. Les is trying to play it himself with the ult, and they're disrespecting him.
The same plays working out again for PRX. It's like they just run back the highlights of the previous rounds.
That's just insanity.
Forsaken spamming, as far as I can tell, the exact same line, and this time, Les goes down, something's feasting.
Little to no chance for Loud now. This map 1 is going to be sealed up nice and pretty with a bow on top of it. For PRX, all the right adjustments at all the right time, but fuel to the fire just running out for Loud as well with his composition. They are struggling ever since they haven't been able to get those ults online, but Wingman sends him out flying. Quite connect. Cowanzine seeking to try and pivot, but he can't break the door in time. Has to reload too on top of this. And already something is there. Following the sound cues, jiggle it out, baits out the op shot at least, but right into the judge. Now Forsaken, trapped in the corner, but it matters not. It's a 1v5, it would have to be the play of 2 years' career to stand even a chance in hell. And for PRX, a leisurely walk is what it feels like. Happy and secure in the knowledge that they are just setting sail into the sunset. Happy as anything, map 1 entirely wrapped up.